to another beautiful piece of content that I have for you all at MCJ's Art Studio. My name is Madeo. I'm a contemporary artist, and here you get to see all of the things that are happening in my art life and also a little bit of lifestyle, right? Because, those things go hand in hand, at least in my life, they do. So, anyway, before I even start with the video, you already know what I'm going to ask, right? If you already have been visiting the YouTube channel and you've already watched a couple of videos, you probably were like, wait a minute, this is different. This is different than what I've been seeing on the YouTube. Exactly. And that is the reason why you now can subscribe to this channel. It's free. It's there for you to be updated on new videos that I post. And of course, if you already like the content that you see, hit that like button. That would really push the videos even further into the YouTube world. Okay, so now that we have that behind us, you see me here working. This is the part of the art life that is basically mundane. It's not really that, glitter and glamour. You have the fun stuff, organizing your events, the expos, making new art, talking to other people, getting the commissions, and doing the social media and things like that. And you have just the mundane stuff. And that is website maintenance. Now, I myself have for years maintained my own website. It doesn't make me an expert, but it does make me pretty hands-on when it comes to the maintenance. And maintenance looks like, software updates, plugin updates. I won't bore you with the technical stuff. But I did feel that this would be a really good segment for artists to see that this is a really important part of your business as well. Now, some artists will choose to have others do this for them. So that comes to admin, web maintenance, just like I already said, the mundane stuff, the boring stuff. If somebody else can do it, then you can focus on the art piece and you can just art, right? Be an artist, which is something that I definitely want to work towards. However, I am actually very grateful for this process where I get to learn so much of what is necessary to run my company and also to run my art practice. So I do feel that having all of that knowledge and having the capability of being someone who can, I wouldn't say multitask, but you can fulfill a lot of tasks, and different types of tasks will actually give you more insight into what is necessary for you to go to the to progress, or to go to the next level, or to see how you can grow even more into your purpose, into your role. So this is also part of the job, people. This is also part of the job. Now, the software on which my website is running, or is it good for me to say software? I think so. The program where it's running on, it's called WordPress. Now, for some of you, it might be like, I don't know what that is. I really don't know what it is. But the reason why I am mentioning that is because the portion of a video, I lost it. So there was a whole explanation about WordPress and how I use that to maintain my website and also to put my work out, my information, my paintings, and everything else. But it really doesn't matter because I think now in hindsight, the video might be just a little bit too long. Right? A little bit too long. So before I even start with the next segment where I talk about the use of WordPress and why it might be really good for artists and creatives to know, the different sides of their business, especially when it comes to the website part, I just wanted to mention that, it gives a full view of what it is that artists do, a whole view, and that is something that you rarely see in social media or any other platform. We only see what the people put out. You only get to see what I put out, but you don't see what happens behind the scene. So yeah, I thought it would be good to show that. And afterwards, I will be heading off to Rotterdam to a house jam. I haven't been out that much since the whole pandemic and the shenanigans that came with it. So after receiving an invitation, I thought it would be a good thing for me to let loose and shake my booty. All right, now let's go to the next segment. That do not have that much knowledge or time to really set up a whole website, you basically can take a template and make it work. WordPress is a little bit different. WordPress is really something that you build. Yes, you can put in a template and there are plugins, and I'm now mentioning technical terms. For some, it's already very known, but for others, it's like... Anyway, it makes it... WordPress is very workable. But the thing that I love about WordPress is that you do get something that is really yours. And the fun part about it is as well that you understand how a website looks like and how it looks like from behind the screen. I still do not have everything, of course, in check because I am not a website developer. But you kind of get the clue of what a website developer does and how much work goes into that. Also how to make a website look good. But the only thing that still needs a lot of improvement is SEO. So we need to work on that. We definitely need to work on that. But otherwise, I'll get through it. Okay, I need to get up. I'm leaving because, I also have to think about time management. There are more things that I need to do for today than just having fun. So I'm gonna get up and go. Oof. Okay, so that was a great jam session. Now, I did not film everything, I didn't record everything because I also feel that, listen, I'm there for my enjoyment, so I'm not going to be recording everything. More people came, it became a lot busier, the music was just bumping. You cannot be thinking about recording anything. So I had a good time. I'm sitting here in the train on my way to Rotterdam, content and happy camper. I mean, these type of things, they just make me happy. This is part of my lifestyle. transfer stop for me. So here I came at Amsterdam. This is the at the back of Central Station in Amsterdam. And standing here at the hold at A, and if you look in front of you, that is Amsterdam North, so the north side of Amsterdam, which is very close to the center. And Zandam is actually very close. It's right next to Amsterdam North. It's so close to it. So as you can see, here's a transfer for me where I take my bus. So this is something that I've noticed. This plant is the only plant that I left in its original pot with the cellophane plastic around it and with a plastic bag. This is like an old Aldi bag that I had. The soil is completely moist. It's not drenched, it's moist. The other two plants that I've put into a pot with the original soil attached when I bought it were dry as fuck. So I'm concluding that the cellophane plus the extra Aldi bag that I put around it helped it to keep the soil moist. And in the other two cases, the soil was not capable of holding on to the water when I was watering it during the summer heat for the last couple of weeks. So that is not going to make me not put new soil for this particular plant, because eventually this will go into a pot as well. And if I don't change the soil, and this soil, by the way, is capable of holding on to the moisture pretty well, actually very well, I will come across the same problem that I had with two other plants, and I'm refusing for them to die. So I'm going to repot this one into new soil. I mean, damn, me even touching this, just, it's completely moist. No wonder this one was better. This one was not so limp and the other two were limp, and I was scratching my head like, what is going on? What is wrong with my baby? So now I know what the cause of it is. I'm just going to take precautionary measures, put new soil that is capable of really holding on to water, putting it back into its original pot, because I do not have a new pot. As you might have seen, one of the pots were broken at delivery, so I still have to buy a new pot. And as soon as I have a new pot for this one, I'm going to repot it, relocate it, and it won't go through the same hassle and problem as it did with its sisters or brothers. I don't know if it's masculine or feminine. You guys, so cleaned everything up. My plants are hopefully going to be healthy. Well, they're already healthy, they were just limp. Just to go over the thing that I've already discussed in previous videos about things that are happening. The coming time, I'm just going to tag you along on the things that are happening when it comes to the current commission that I have to work on for the coming 3 weeks. There's another assignment on its way. Can't say too much about it, but that is that assignment is going to be great as well. So the thing that I want to discuss with you all is the web shop. The web shop is live. The web shop is live. Now, it has taken some time for me to do the web shop and really come to a system where I can faithfully and trustfully say that things will be running, pretty much automatically. I won't be having to interfere too much into it. I have chosen for a process where I will not be printing the artworks myself, but I will have them printed by another company. And I've already shown you a couple of videos where I've, made test prints of different artworks that I've created. Go into my YouTube channel, you will find a lot of videos about that. But anyway, the reason why I did that is because, of course, to test the quality of the things that people are going to get for the web shop. There are just certain things where I feel like, how much do I want to be involved into that? And I believe that a lot of time already sits into the daily coming and going of having a web shop and of being an artist and a business owner. So I cannot do everything. I cannot do everything, and I don't want to do everything, basically. I just do not want to. I'm gradually working myself towards a point where I actually really want to have an assistant, or basically two people maybe working for me that will help me during the daily business of everything. But before I even can get to that point, I really have to be secure about how everything is running, that there is a process, that there is a way of doing, and that there are people that can do it better than I can, basically. People that can do it better than me. And of course also the growth that is now slowly setting in for MCJ Studio, which I'm very, very, very happy about. So yeah, web shop is up. You can go to the website, which is linked to my YouTube channel, and you can go over there and shop around, buy something, support your girl. There are different types of products that I have, goods that I have, merchandise, of course art prints, but other merchandise like phone covers, but also tablet covers, notebooks, and puzzles. As a matter of fact, I've ordered a test version, well, not a test version, for me it is a test product of the puzzle that I have in the web shop, because I want to see how it looks like. But I'm not doubting that it will look absolutely amazing. It will come in a number of pieces, because a puzzle has an X amount of pieces. It can come in X amount of pieces. So the number is 30, 110, 252, 500 pieces, and 1,000 pieces. The one that I've ordered is 30 pieces, but I believe that I will be offering maybe from 252 and up. I don't think I will be doing the smaller ones. I don't think that is very interesting. No, I don't think I will be doing it. But just for me to see how it looks like, that is something that I've ordered, and I will be sharing the unboxing with you all as well. So I'm just waiting for them to deliver it here so I can have a look at it and also just show it. And it's also a great way to show people that might be visiting the web shop but haven't made the decision yet to buy something, because it happens. That's the process for a lot of people. A lot of people will go to your web shop, they will look around, put something in the cart and then leave. I have done it, you have done it before as well. We do it all the time. The decision to come to an actual purchase is mostly from the customer themselves, when they are like, okay, now I've made the decision to do that. And I kind of figured out what it is that will lead someone to making that decision. And it's just knowing all the ins and outs, making the process as clear and also understandable for the person, and also what they can expect, because a lot of people just want to they want to be prepared for what it is that they are getting, right? When I order something from your shop, and you say it will be delivered in a week or maybe 2 weeks, and I want to have it delivered to my house within a week or 2 weeks, and I want to have a tracking code so that I can track it, and I want it to fulfill the expectation. So having, you know, the unboxing and sharing that with you all, but also sharing that on social media is a great way to involve people into the process of what they can expect from my web shop. And I will be doing it more often. Actually, every time I get the opportunity to do so, that is a great way for people to see what it is that they get to buy in the web shop. So yeah, like I already said, art prints, mostly framed art prints. Not everything can be merchandised to a certain good, an art good, as I like to call it, because I just don't like how everything looks. Like an artwork on a puzzle, I think that is brilliant. I think that is genius, because that is combining leisure and art with each other, right? Instead of going to a museum, you got the museum actually right there in the palm of your hands. You can even put it together and have that satisfaction of admiring something and putting it together yourself, which you absolutely adore. But not everything is supposed to be a notebook. Not everything is supposed to be a key hanger, you know, or a keychain. Not everything is supposed to be that, right? Certain things don't work really that well. And here's another thing. It kind of, you know, certain products also kind of cheapen the allure of artwork. So you have to be very careful with what you want to artify. I don't know if that's a word, but we're gonna make it a word right now. Y'all know I like to make words up. Not everything is supposed to be artified, okay? And it helps to keep the level of allure, the value, you know, up for an artist. And I also think for the customer, as that it's not just something ordinary that you're getting. It's something special. It's something that someone has put thought into, right? You don't want something that is just ordinary. I mean, I don't consider my art to be ordinary, and I don't put it out as to be something ordinary. I put it out as something that has a lot of allure, that is special and has meaning to it. It has a high perceived value. So I want to put that in the products as well. So I'm very mindful of how I want to present that to you all. So you won't find everything on a t-shirt or on a hoodie. Used to do that in the past, but we're not going to do that right now. And it also, you know, it kind of depends on what people would like to see. If there are a lot of people saying, well, we would like to have it on the hoodie, or we like to see it on the t-shirt, then fine. But if 1 or 2 people are saying, I'd like to have it on the hoodie or the t-shirt, I mean, I gotta disappoint y'all. We're not gonna do that. It really has to come from a point where I'm like, okay, I'm standing behind the product. But the web shop is live. You can also shop through the Instagram profile or my Facebook profile. So those are 2 ways that you can also do it. So what you waiting for? Go to my shop. Pronto. See y'all in the shop, people.